Hello everyone. Let homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficient is given by f of d operates on y is equal to 0. Where f of d is an operator and is nothing but a0 d raised to n plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 plus so on an minus 1 d plus n. And d is nothing but d by dx, that is derivative with respect to x, and a0, a1 up to n are constant. Now we see what is effect of f of d on the function e raised to ax. Now we know that any derivative of e raised to x, so that is derivative of e raised to x is a into e raised to x. So in general, second order derivative of e raised to x is nothing but a square e raised to x. So in general, nth order derivative of e raised to x is nothing but a raised to n e raised to x. So what will be effect of f of d on e raised to x? So f of d operates on e raised to x is nothing but a0 d raised to n plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 plus an minus 1 d plus an, and that operates on e raised to x. So by applying linearity, we have a0 d raised to n operates on e raised to x plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 operates on e raised to x plus so on plus an minus 1 derivative of e raised to x plus an. And we apply this rule, so that gives us a0 into a raised to n d raised to n an e raised to x plus a1 a raised to n minus 1 e raised to x plus so on plus an minus 1 a e raised to x plus an. So if I take here e raised to x common, over here an into e raised to x. So if I shift this e raised to x as a common factor outside, so I'll have here a0 a raised to n plus a1 a raised to n minus 1 plus so on plus an minus 1 a plus an, okay, into e raised to x. So it is nothing but, yes, the same bracketed term by replacing d by a. So that is nothing but f of a into e raised to x. So observe, f of d operates on e raised to x gives us f of a into e raised to x. Now, if f of a is equal to 0, what exactly it means? F of a is equal to 0 means a is a root of auxiliary equation f of m is equal to 0. So that is a is root of auxiliary equation f of m is equal to 0. Okay. So if a is root of auxiliary equation f of m equal to 0, then f of a is equal to 0, and if f of a is equal to 0, then this term will be equal to 0. So what it means? E raised to x satisfy this differential equation f of d operates on y is equal to 0. So e raised to x is one of the solution of this differential equation, provided f of m is equal to f of a is equal to 0. Now we go to the exponential shift rule. So what is the exponential shift rule? Exponential shift rule. So it is given by e raised to ax operates on f of d operates on y is equal to f of d minus a operates on e raised to x into y. This is useful for solving examples when roots of f of m is equal to 0 are repeated. Okay. So first of all we derive the expression, derive this result, and then we solve examples on exponential shift rule. So to prove that, first of all we see effect of this f of d minus a on e raised to ax. So what is f of d minus a. Consider d minus a operates on this e raised to ax into y. So that is nothing but d operates on e raised to x into y minus a e raised to ax into y. So what is derivative of e raised to x into y? A into e raised to x by applying product rule. Y is function of x. So we apply product rule. So first of all, derivative of e raised to x is a into e raised to x. Y is constant plus, now e raised to x is constant, derivative y we say dy minus a into e raised to ax into y. So this term get cancelled and we have e raised to ax into dy. Consider effect of d minus a whole square operates on e raised to ax into y. So that is nothing but d minus a operates on d minus a operates on e raised to ax into y. Now this d minus a operates on e raised to ax into y is nothing but e raised to ax dy. So I will replace the term by e raised to ax into dy. Now we operate here by using linearity. We write this as d operates on e raised to x into dy. Okay, put a bracket minus a into e raised to x into dy. So we find the derivative again by applying product rule. First of all, derivative of e raised to x is a e raised to x. Okay, and keeping dy constant plus, now keep e raised to x constant and derivative of dy. So that is nothing but d square operates on y minus a into e raised to x into dy. Again this first term get cancelled and we have just e raised to x into d square y. So in general d minus a raised to n operates on e raised to x into y is equal to e raised to x into d raised to n y. Okay. Now we apply f of d on this e raised to x into y. So for that one consider f of d minus a. Consider f of d minus a operates on e raised to x into y. So consider f of d minus a operates on e raised to x into y. So f of d minus a, replace d by d minus a in f of d. So we'll get f of d minus a. So that is nothing but a0 d minus a raised to n plus a1 d minus a raised to n minus 1 plus a minus 1 into d minus a plus a, and whole this term operates on e raised to x into y. So that is nothing but a0 into d minus a raised to n operates on e raised to x into y plus a1 into d minus a raised to n minus 1 e raised to x into y plus so on plus a minus 1 d minus a operates on e raised to x into y plus an e raised to x into y. So applying the whatever result that we obtain over here, so that is nothing but a0 into d raised to e raised to x into d raised to ny plus a1 e raised to x into d raised to n minus 1 y plus so on plus n minus 1 e raised to x into d raised to d operates on y plus an e raised to x into y. Last term as it is. Okay. So that is nothing but we shift here e raised to x as a pre-factor, not as a post-factor, because after e raised to x we have the operator. Okay. And we know that this operator multiplication is not commutative. So therefore we shift this e raised to x as a prefactor and inside the bracket a0 d raised to n, and everywhere there is y as an operand. So we write this y as a common factor as a post factor. So a0 d raised to n plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 plus so on n minus 1 d plus n and whole this term operates on y. It is nothing but f of d. So it is nothing but e raised to x operates on f of d operates on y. So thus we have f of d minus a operates on e raised to x into y is equal to e raised to x into f of d operates on y. So if I replace d by d plus a, d by d plus a, the rule will be f of d operates on e raised to x into y is equal to e raised to x f of d plus a operates on y. So this is also called f of exponential shift rule. So e raised to x f of d plus a operates on y, that is equal to f of d operates on e raised to x into y. So we may write this one also as an exponential shift rule. So we going to use this exponential shift rule to solve the example. Okay. So from first example, simplest example, consider solve d minus 2 whole square operates on y is equal to 0 by using exponential shift rule. So we are going to use this exponential shift rule, that is e raised to x f of d plus a operates on y is equal to f of d into e raised to x. See the form. Over here the term e raised to x is not there, so we multiply first of all on both sides by e raised to x. What is a first of all? A is nothing but compare with this one. So here a is equal to minus 2. So we multiply on both sides by e raised to minus 2x. D minus 2 whole square operates on y is equal to e raised to minus 2x into 0, that is equal to 0. So we get in this form. So what this rule says, it is equal to, so it is e raised to minus 2x, d minus 2 whole square operates on y is equal to 0, and that is nothing but by using exponential shift rule, replace here d by d minus a. D by d minus a. So we get here d minus a plus a, that is f of d. So a is our minus 2. So it is e raised to, this replace d by d minus 2. So that is nothing but d minus plus 2 minus of minus 2 plus minus 2 whole square, and shift this e raised to minus dx on this side after the operator and into y. So that is nothing but d square operates on e raised to minus 2x into y. So integrate on both sides and that is equal to 0. So integrate on both sides. So derivative, second order derivative is, after integrating we get here first order derivative e raised to minus 2xy is equal to constant of integration c1. Okay. Again, once again, if I integrate e raised to minus 2x operates on y is equal to c1x plus c2. Once again, if I integrate, I'll get here, it is nothing, if I multiply on both sides by e raised to 2x, I'll get y is equal to c1x plus c2 into e raised to 2x. Is nothing but the solution. Now take one more example. Suppose f d plus 3 whole raised to 4 operates on y is equal to 0. Now, what is a in this case? A is equal to 3. So, we multiply on both sides by e raised to 3x. Okay. And this is our raised to 4 d plus 3 whole bracket raised to 4 operates on y is equal to e raised to 3x into 0 is equal to 0. So what we get from this one? Yes, e raised to this 3x into d plus 3 raised to 4 operates on y is equal to, now I will replace here this d by d minus a. So that is d minus 3 and plus 3 whole bracket raised to 4 into e raised to 3x operates on y into y is equal to 0. So simplify it. So that gives us d raised to 4 into e raised to 3xy is equal to 0. Integrate 4 times. So first time if we integrate, I'll get here d cube e raised to 3x operates on y is equal to c1. Second time when I integrate, I'll get d square operates on e raised to 3x y is equal to c1x plus c2. Then once again integrate, then we get d operates on e raised to 3x y is equal to c1 x square by 2 plus c2x plus c3. Once again if I integrate, then I'll get e raised to 3x into y is equal to c1 x cube by 6 plus c2 x square by 2 plus c3 x plus c4. And if I replace this c1 by 6 by some constant, okay, c2 by 2 and so on, I'll get here the form and multiply on both sides by e raised to minus 3x. So I'll get y is equal to c1 dash x cube plus c2 dash x square plus c3 dash x plus c4 into e raised to minus 3x is the general solution of this differential equation by using exponential shift.